biggest advantages. Maybe not the most powerful guy on the roster necessarily, but exceptionally quick on the feet. Very good at using his feet to set up angles for his offense, and will mix it up. A lot of variations to his attacks. Can fight on the outside, but also not afraid to enter the pocket to stick and move. Great job of moving that head off the center line. Just an outstanding striker who brings a lot of different attributes to the table. All right, so here is Sean Strickland. He is one of one, the inimitable pride of Corona, California, training under Extreme Couture's banner here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Great teammate, outstanding boxer. He lives in the gym, and you're probably not going to outpace this guy over 25 minutes, so it can be a little bit of a mind-bending exercise, not just in training, but also in the fight itself. Sean Strickland is not going away. Just ask Israel Adesanya how that stylistic matchup went for him. Now we'll see how Strickland can fare here tonight, and if he can get back to the precipice as the UFC middleweight champion. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen. This is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Sean Strickland.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here is the bona fide UFC middleweight contender, Sean Strickland, and once he found his weight class, he has been unstoppable. A lot of people believe that eventually 12 pounds of UFC gold are going to be wrapped around Sean Strickland's waist. If that is going to be his reality, tonight is one he's got to have, and he believes the clinch game is going to be the key to his success here tonight.
Heavy kick downstairs.
Oh, is he putting it all together tonight? Another huge kick lands.
Another big body kick lands. Nice punch to the head.
Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. Oh, and he lands another huge kick. Nice jab there by Sean Strickland. Frantic pace early on to this one. Circling towards the left leg. That strike blocked by Strickland. Just misses there with the left. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6.
Shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Body kick from Cannoneer.
And that's the danger in the engagement there. Another massive body kick land.
Really finding the kicking range now. Another one lands there. Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, J.A. That uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Nice body kick there. Strickland gets the single leg takedown. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Strickland's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Huge kick lands again. Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end of this fight.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. So we pull up the numbers here. 45 total strikes have landed for Jared Cannonier. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice defense there. Huge block. Just out of range with that right hook. Nice body kick there. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots on top. He's got to move his head right away. He's waiting, being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
Oh, great block there. Under 20 seconds now to go.
Great kick to the body.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
Another body kick land.
Round 2 is next. Heading back to the corner now after a competitive round. And Strickland's corner has some work to do. They're going to take a look at that lip. Hopefully the cut man can do his thing and just make sure that it doesn't continue to bleed and provide further adversity for him in this fight. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Strickland's cut on his lip is getting worse. He has certainly been a fighter who has dealt well with adversity in the past, but you gotta think it's distracting him now. Referee certainly keeping a close eye on him. Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Oh, nice jab to the dome by Cannonier. Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes, and really a guy who has been a monster in the gym, finally putting it together here in the octagon.
To go home and admire your work, it doesn't take till the next morning. He's going back to the room right now and firing up the video to look at beauty in action, and he was the one causing all the action.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
All right, so the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot, and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now.
And I guess if there's any place to get a cut on the face, the cheek ain't a bad spot. And it looks as though the doctor will allow him to continue. Crowd likes that decision. We'll see how long he can stay in this fight.
Ready.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway, and it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did, and I could not be happy.
Power strike there. He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Strickland's mouth is just pouring blood. His teeth are probably red behind the gum shield. This is getting out of hand, Daniel, and I think a lot of the masses right now on social media are probably calling for this referee to stop the fight. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish.
He rocked him.
All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside physician. Gonna come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
Well, the doctor doesn't care about your feelings here. That's the end of the fight. And again, when you talk about fighting in the future, you gotta have an athlete's health in mind. I know you hate to see it.
You know, you had an idea, right? The cut's in a bad spot. You knew there was a possibility. Unfortunate that it ends this way.
All right, let's go inside the octagon now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
So some UFC history tonight as we crown a new UFC champion. Congratulations to fighter and team. There is a new sheriff in town in this division, and it is going to take a big performance to dethrone the new champion of this weight class.